Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited you're here with me today to review the Personal Brand Masterclass. I'm Lisa Hufford, and I taught this content to thousands of professionals just like you. We're really wanting to understand what it is that of how you want to represent your brand out to the world to really do the work that you love. So today we're going to walk through why you need a personal brand, what is it, and some 5 questions to help you uncover your unique personal brand. So let's get started. Why do I need a personal brand? Perception is reality. In our world that we live in, people are always making assumptions about who we are and judgments about the work that we've done. And so it's really important that each of us has the specific words, very intentional words that we want to use to project to other people we meet of what the work is and who we really are, because it's likely then that those people are going to take those words and say them about us. So why do you need a personal brand? Well, you have one whether you realize it or not. So let's really get intentional about representing yourself and the work that you want to do. So what is a brand? And what can we learn from great brands? When you think about brands out there in the world, think about what attracts you to them. I'll use Nordstrom as a great example. Nordstrom, everyone knows, stands for customer service. They made a very deliberate choice when they set the brand vision as a company to stand for customer service. And that's through everything, how they train their people, their generous return policy. So when you think about yourself and what we can learn from great brands like Nordstrom, it's really about understanding what it is that I want to stand for. What is it that you want to stand for that's really unique and that really will set you apart from everyone else out there? So the definition of a personal brand, and we're going to get into this, is really the balance of your strength and your passion. This is about the strengths, about the work that's really easy for you, it's effortless. The passion is the work that you love. What is it that really lights you up right now? It may not be forever, but right now. And when you can combine those things of what it is that's really easy for you to do and what you really like to do, and then think about how you can represent that out to the world, that attracts more of the work that you want to do and ultimately will increase your happiness and satisfaction at work. So we're going to get into the 5 questions right now. So go ahead and get out a pen and paper and we can walk through them. As Oscar Wilde says, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. The benefit of the personal brand exercises is whatever the words are for you are right. So it's really about your own personal adventure. The first question is about your awareness, being aware. And the question here I'd like you to consider is, who do you admire and why? And if whoever you admire and the attributes of who you admire are usually a reflection of the words that you might want to be able to say about yourself. So thinking about other people, we're typically attracted to people that we want to be like. So take some time to really reflect on someone you admire and why is it that you admire them, and write down some of those attributes, which could give you a clue as to the words that you want to use to represent yourself. The second question is about being unique. This is about tapping into your natural greatness. What is effortless for you to do? What is so easy for you to do that you often overlook it? And you've probably been doing it your whole life. You probably had feedback from your colleagues and your managers that you're just naturally good at whatever that is, whether it's project management or writing, or maybe it's finance or Excel sheets, or maybe you're really good at managing customer relationships, things that are so natural to you. Oftentimes we overlook those as our unique gifts. And those, I really want to take some time to really think about that as part of your unique value proposition. The third question, this is a really powerful question, is around developing your confidence. And everyone I teach at this workshop, we spend a lot of time on this question because confidence is really kind of the heart of owning your personal brand. So describe a memorable professional success story. And this is a time where you really felt like you were on top of the world. Maybe you achieved something really significant. you're part of a group that accomplished something. Maybe you got a recognition or an award, or you just had that sense of satisfaction of a really great job well done. I want you to take some time to really write out what it is. What was that moment? What was that experience? And if you can create actually 3 stories, that kind of, it sets you up to have 3 examples. And this is what I call your evidence of really building your personal brand, because it's in those moments where you've had success before where you can have success again. So this is a very powerful exercise, because when you can really tap into where you've been successful, that helps you sit a little taller, be more confident. And when you're talking to prospective clients, you can really lean forward with sharing in a very succinct way the work you've done, the results you've achieved, and how you can translate that to doing it for them. So take some time on this exercise after this session's over. Being teachable is about building your skills. You know, we're never done. We're always learning. Things are always changing. So whatever it is that you are really focused on and that you really want to differentiate yourself in the marketplace, what are you doing to continue to build those skills? Are you seeking coaches, mentors, conferences, podcasts, books, whatever it is? There's so many different ways to learn, but making sure you're very intentional about continuing to build your skills to really be that expert in your area of expertise. And then last but not least, being kind to ourselves. Because when you're building your personal brand, this can feel a little vulnerable. You're really putting yourself out there. You're putting out to the world what it is you love to do, what it is you're really good at. Oftentimes I have people say things to me like, I kind of feel like I'm bragging about myself if I'm sharing these things. And you're not bragging, you're just sharing the evidence about the successes you've had. There's a big difference between bragging and really showcasing the work you've done, the results you've delivered, and how you can do that again. And that's really what clients want you to do. So when I think about this, being kind to yourself is recognizing that for many of us, that inner critic might pop up, and it might say things like, oh gosh, you're bragging about yourself again, or who are you to think you can do this kind of work or have this kind of life, or that's not even possible what you're thinking. Just recognizing that might happen for you, and just to, just acknowledge it. And you don't have to listen to it. Just keep leaning into where it is that you really want to do and the work that you want to do, and go back to those success stories, reminding yourself, yes, I've done this before, you can do it again, and just continue to be kind to yourself. This is really about believing in yourself and recognizing what you can offer and your unique gifts that you can offer to the world. And you have to believe it first before anyone else is going to believe it. So this is a big part of this personal brand work of really strengthening that confidence and credibility within yourself to go out there and get the work that you really want. So bringing all these 5 steps together builds your personal brand statement. And this is a really fluid statement. It's composed of your what and your why. Your what tends to be what you do. It's your title. Many people will say, like, I'm a project manager, I'm a marketing communications professional. But really, it's your why. I think of why people want to know what motivates you. Why do you do the work that you do? What do you really love about it? So I really spend some time on your why. It was about helping people be successful. It's about making a big impact. Is about making a big contribution to the world. Whatever it is that you just feel in your gut, you're like, this is why I do the work that I do to generate this kind of a result. And whatever it is the right answer, and really own that. That's so powerful. Your why is kind of your own personal motivation of really what people feel, your energy. When people feel your core, your why and your energy, that's typically what's really going to attract them to you. So thank you so much. That was a very high level overview of building your personal brand. There are some amazing resources. If this is something that you want to expand more on, learn more about, there's so much great information out there. But I really hope that some of these tips help you build your confidence and credibility to go do the work that you love. Thank you.